Hello everyone, this is Manjula Devi P, Assistant Professor in GFGC Kanakpura. In this session, we will discuss about strategic management of BBA 6th semester, in that Unit 2 Environment Appraisal. In this unit, we will talk about competitive advantage analysis. So, what is the meaning of competitive advantage and what are the factors considered when we are doing the competitive advantage analysis? In the previous topic session, we discussed about SWOT analysis, again one of the very important technique of environment analysis. So, in this session, we will see the competitive advantage analysis. What is the meaning of competitive advantage? Competitive advantage means the superior performance relative to other competitors in the same industry or superior performance relative to the industry average. That means, being a business concern, your performance may be in terms of market share, maybe in terms of your popularity in the market, maybe in terms of the profit margin. So, your performance is relatively better than your competitor in the same industry, or your performance is better than the industry average. So, then that means you are having an edge or you are having a superiority in the competitive advantage. So, how does one company can have a competitive advantage? So, they can have through external changes, or they can have by developing them inside the company. So, an external change might have given you a chance to enjoy this competitive advantage, or you have developed it within your organization. So, let us see both of it. Okay. First one, through external changes. Okay. So, what is this PEST factors? Changes in the PEST factors. That means PEST stands for political, economical, social and cultural and technical factors. Any of this factor has changed, okay, and you being an organization have responded so well for this change, and you are being superior among your competitors or in the industry as a whole. For example, say there was a change in the policy. Say for example, if you would have heard about Manik Chand company, it was basically a gutka manufacturing company. So, Manik Chand, they were like leaders in gutka manufacturing. Then the policy came by the government that gutka is illegal. Okay. So, then this gutka, whatever Manik Chand, they had to go out of the market. But there were competitors, so they came up with, it's not gutka is being prohibited, but they came up with something called pan masala, which is not prohibited, which is acceptable. So, that means there is a change in the policy, and how well you are coping up with the policy. If you are giving up, or you are using that policy and you are creating something new, okay, because of the change in the external factor. Then change in the economy, like the macro variables in the economy have changed. Maybe I am giving again an example of the current scenario, that is the pandemic situation. So, now many things have changed. I keep giving this as an example, like now the movement of the people is restricted, or even voluntary, people do not want to go out and do the shopping, but still they need necessary item, like they need to buy clothing, they need to have like they need all the essential commodities. Then the next option comes, they can order it online. So, there is a change in the external environment. So, being a company, you are coming up with a new idea of coping with it. So, you are starting your own, say online delivery or online food supply, or like you are giving cash on delivery, or you are giving some facility where people get more attracted to your company and which is more suitable for the present situation. Then you are having a competitive advantage over your competitors, because you have responded well for this change in the economic factor. Again, social and cultural factors, as we are seeing, there is a change over a period of time in the societal pattern, in the cultural factors. So how well you are coping up, how well you are taking that as an opportunity, and you are coming up with the new products and services can give you an edge. Then the technological factor, so how well are you, taking advantage of the new technology, or are you the first one to adopt the new technology in your business, so you are gaining an edge over it. Like you have adopted a new technology where you can manufacture, your level productivity is more, or your cost of production has come low compared to the industry average, so you are able to sell it at a lesser price, so you have created more demand in the market for your product, because you have tapped this technology resources in the more efficient way. That means because of this change in the external environment, especially the pest factors, political, economical, social and technological, so you have used that change in a very efficient way, and you have created your own advantage to it, so that you are having a superiority in the market over your competitors. Then the next one, apart from this pest factor, companies' ability to respond fast to changes. See, even Charles Darwin says it's not the strongest who survives in the market, it's the one which is more responsive to change, the survival. Okay, it's not just the survival of the fittest, it's the survival of the species which is more responsive to change. If you are able to change yourself according to the situation, then still you can move on, then you are able to survive in the market. So if you are a company who is having that internal ability, say the strength, to tap the opportunity and respond well in the market, and then it is giving you an edge, and you are performing well in the market compared to your competitors. Then the internal changes. Okay, so suppose the internal environment or the factors within your organization, okay, are so excellent, like your strengths are so good and your weaknesses are very minimal, so that because of that you are creating value in the market, because of that you are creating an edge in the market, like viral resources, so valuable resources which is hard to imitate, and your opportunities that you are tapping. So then your internal resources are so good that you are able to create an edge. Maybe your say your research base is so strong, or maybe your technology that you have discovered on your own is so strong, or the management or your employees, or the structure, organization structure, or your vision, mission, your internal policies are so strong that you are creating an edge in the market because of that. Then your unique competencies, maybe you have discovered something very unique and new which no one else has, and you have patented it, so that only you are there in the market. Suppose we have this Tetra Pak concept, and we have this what is that, in the watches we have that the digital watches, so something like that, where you have created a unique competency where nobody else can imitate you, and you have patented it. So because of that uniqueness that you have, you are having an edge in the market. Then your innovative capabilities, you are a business who is innovating, maybe the new products, new services, or new way of doing things, new marketing structure, new distribution channels, or new way of reaching the consumers. So you are innovating constantly, so because of that you are creating an advantage in the market, so you are having an edge in the market. This is purely because of the internal strength that the company has. You have created a competitive advantage in the market. Now if we just take few examples, suppose when I talk about the brand Apple, okay, so Apple, though it is expensive comparatively, but they have their place in the market. They have created that niche market. Again, when it comes to beauty products, we have something called Shehnaz Hussain. So she has a niche market, where because of the product quality or its own capability, because of that internal quality, unique competency, it has its own brand, its own place in the market. Same way you can take up any popular brands, goods or service, so which people generally flock for. That is because they have that unique X factor within, so that they have created that edge in the market. Then Michael Porter has come up with a competitive advantage model. So according to him, a business organization can achieve competitive advantage in two different ways. Okay, they can have this edge in the market, superiority among the competitors, or they are the best performance compared to the industry average in two dimensions. Okay, the first dimension, they can be having a cost advantage position, or they may be enjoying a differentiation advantage position. Okay, let's see what is this cost advantage and what is this differentiation advantage. Cost advantage position is where the company sells products at the same price as competitors but reaps higher profit margin because of lower production costs. That's the key element there. So here, being a business organization, you are selling the product at the same price compared to your competitors. Maybe you are giving the same quality or even the better quality. The price is same, but you are having an advantage of a greater profit margin because your cost of production is low. That means you have discovered a way, or you are operating at an optimum production scale where you are keeping your costs lower. You are keeping your cost minimum, so that if you are selling at the same price as the competitor, but you are still able to enjoy the higher profit margin. So that is the example of cost advantage. Example Amazon, or example any the business units which are producing at a large scale. So they are having the economies of scale advantage, where they are selling at the same price but their profit margin is higher because their cost of production is low. Then we have something called differential advantage. So here in this case, it is achieved by offering unique products and services and charging a premium price for that. Okay, so this is where in the market you have created your own a brand where you are providing unique products, or you are providing unique services which nobody else is doing, and of course at a premium price for it. So that means you are having a differential advantage. Before also I quoted the example, here also I would like to quote. So Apple products, or in the watches you have Tissot watch, or in the cars you have the branded cars like it could be Audi, it could be Mercedes, or it could be MG Hector Plus. So all these are having a differential advantage because they are offering unique products. Maybe they are coming up with the new services, new type of products, and of course they are charging premium price, and people are ready to pay that extra price because of its own uniqueness. So through that you are creating an advantage. So now if anybody dreams of a phone, so they would say, okay, Apple, if I have an Apple phone, that would be really great. Though if they can't afford it, but still they will strive that they should get an Apple watch, Apple phone or Apple watch, or any Apple product for that matter. So that means because they have created that differential advantage in the market. So mainly we have this two competitive advantage according to Michael Porter's model. That is, a company can enjoy the competitive advantage through cost advantage or through differential advantage. Cost advantage is where you are selling the product at the same price as your competitors, but still you are enjoying higher profits because your cost of production is low. So you are operating at a very optimum scale where you are keeping your costs low, or you have found the unique way of production where the cost of production is lower compared to your competitors. Wherein differential advantage, here you are offering unique products, sophisticated products and services and charging a premium price for that. So you have created your own brand image in the market. So because of that you are having an edge over the competitors. So here the best example could be the Apple products. So just to have a recap of what we discussed in this session, we spoke about the competitive advantage. Competitive advantage is the superiority of the business organization compared to its competitors or compared to the industry average. You are doing better, okay, in terms of market share, in terms of profit, in terms of brand image, you are superior compared to others. That means you have achieved the competitive advantage. So this competitive advantage can be achieved according to Michael Porter through two different ways. One is through cost advantage, the other one is through differential advantage. Cost advantage is where you are in a situation where you are offering the product at the same price, but your cost of production is low, so you are achieving higher profits compared to the competitors. Differential advantage, where you are basically offering unique products and services at the premium price, so you are different in the market, so you have superiority over your competitors. So these are some of the references which I have used. You can go through with these references and have more clarity about the topic. Hope you have enjoyed the session. We'll meet in the next session. Thank you very much.